Solidarity
forever.
Solidarity
Forever.
Walimu musilale,
Lale lale walimu musilale, bado mapambano mapambano mapambano.
I am Gitau Duncan Macharia, Executive Secretary, Kupet Nakuru Branch. We are here today, perturbed, disturbed as teachers of Nakuru and teachers of the whole country called Kenya, saying that we are disturbed. We are not happy of the situation that has been going on. You remember, members, last year, the house allowance came into our payslip, and we went to State House. We asked the president to cushion teachers, and when the house levy came in, the president and the Salary Remuneration Commission and TSC gave the teachers an increase in house allowance and 4.5% of the salary. The implementation of the addendum of the CBA 2021-2025 was that in July 2023, teachers was to receive an increase when the house allowance moved from cluster 4 to cluster 3. Last year, July, the teachers received the first phase of the CBA. This year, 2024, it was expected, because the CBA was signed by the Teacher Service Commission, our employer, the employee through the teachers union, that is Kupet, and our sister union, and the government through the Ministry of Labor and the Ministry of Education. The CBA that was signed was deposited in labor courts, and that is the expectation as per the Labor Relation Act. It is expected that the government and the TSC was to respect the second and the last phase of the CBA 2021-2025. These members of the fourth state did not happen in July 2024. So we are here today, having given the government 2 months to say that teachers of Nakuru County and this country, as it had been announced by the Secretary General to the National Governing Council last week on Thursday, that we are not going back to school on 26th of August 2024, that is on Monday. Yes. So our clarion call as Nakuru is that no CBA,
no school.
No CBA,
no school.
That's why we are here today with empty plates, saying that there's something that was expected on the table of the families of the teachers. They have worked, and this one was not implemented. So we expect the government, the TSC, to give us the second phase of the house allowance that was signed last year. Number 2, members of the media, there are some issues that have been raised by teachers in various forums. One of them is a confirmation and conversion of JSS and secondary school intern teachers. Yes. We know we have 3 types of interns. There are those interns who are employed in secondary school, there are those who are employed in primary school, and there are the majority who are employed in junior secondary school. The Code of Regulation for Teachers 2015 state very clearly that a teacher can only work in 2 scenarios. One of the scenario is permanent and pensionable. That one happens after maybe probation is over. The second scenario is teachers on contract. It happened in Economic Stimulus 2011. It happened in the Relief Teachers of 2015. And then the Education Charter by Kenya Kwanza government gave the situation of internship. So it is illegal to have teachers on intern basis, because the Code of Regulation for Teachers, which we and the employer TSC work harmoniously under, the Code of Regulation has already been breached, because we don't have a situation whereby teachers can work as intern teachers. The Education Charter of Kenya Kwanza said categorically how the situation will be done. So we ask the Kenya Kwanza government to fully implement the Education Charter, remove the intern teachers, convert all intern teachers to the legally framework of permanent and pensionable. So JSS should be converted. JSS should be converted. JSS should be converted to permanent and pensionable term.
Permanent and pensionable term.
The third one is on medical scheme. 2015 teachers were given a medical scheme under ION. In 2016, it was revised to be TSC Minet. Teachers had been lost the medical allowance to be used by the employer to give the medical cover under TSC Minet. Recently, we have had a situation where the money that is expected to be in budget for the medical scheme was supposed to be 23 billion. But in the finance bill that was rejected recently, the money was reduced from 23 billion to 13 billion. That is a nearly 50% decrease. And we are saying that that is why teachers cannot receive basic medical cover. They cannot get paracetamol in hospitals. And we are saying for that reason that the medical cover is not working for teachers, we will not go back to school on Monday, 26th of August 2021. The next one, 2024. The next one is career progression guideline. Members, you know, in 2018, the scheme of service was removed that spelled the job group for teachers, and we had the career progression guideline 2018. This one brought in two job groups. That is job group C5 and job group D2. Many teachers have been saying, and many members have told us that we asked the government and Teacher Service Commission to remove job group C3, to remove job group C4, to remove job group C5, to remove job group D5, and have a scheme of service for secondary and graduate teachers that will align well with the situation on the ground. Yes. The other issues have been majorly on the issue of teachers on acting capacity. We are happy that the president, when the president Ruto came in, we had many teachers who were promoted last year. But many teachers continue to be on acting capacity as HODs, and that HODs are supposed to be in job group C5. We have very many teachers who are on acting capacity as deputy principals. Deputy principals are supposed to be in job group D1 and D2. We have very many teachers who had been acting as principals, yet principals are supposed to earn salary in a job group called D3, D4, and D5. Outward on that, we have 131,000 teachers in primary and secondary school who have continued to stagnate more than 10 years. We ask the government to have a situation whereby the 131,000 teachers are promoted. Failure to have a framework, we are not going back to school on Monday, 26th of August, 2021. Yes. The other issues that teachers, 2024, the other issues teachers have raised is the issue of co-curricular money. The last 2 years, we had, in 2018, the money for co-curricular activities, that is Kenya Science Engineering, the sports, music, and drama. We had a very good situation before 2018, where the money used to go to Kesha, that is the heads, and the money was well managed. From 2018, we have had a situation whereby the Ministry of Education channeled the co-curricular money to go to Ministry of Education, cascaded up to sub-county director. We have had a situation of intimidation to the secretaries, to the chairman and the treasurer of these co-curricular activities. And in the last 2 years, we have arrears right from the sub-county, county, regional, and national. And even now, teams that are going to East Africa, the teachers have not been paid. And for that reason, if the money for co-curricular activity is not streamlined and good frameworks is given before Monday, then teachers of this country will not go to school on Monday, 26th of August, 2024. Many issues that have been raised. Others are introduction of postgraduate allowance. We know we have a career progression guideline from primary school to secondary school. Primary school teachers, when TSC realized the disparity between salaries of the highest paid teacher, the CEO of the commission, and the teacher in job group B5 is beyond 1,000%. International labor practice says that the disparity in salaries to people who work together in the same scenarios should not exceed 25%. The scenario in Teacher Service Commission, which is a commission teachers fought for in 1967, we are saying that as a labor movement is that we should have the salaries reviewed from the CEO of the commission to the teachers in job group B5 and C1 to have the disparity reduced below 25%, which is an international practice. And moving forward, also, we have a scheme of service for secondary school teachers who are graduate separate from other teachers. That way, we'll cure the issue of promotion, we'll cure the issue of stagnation, we'll cure the issue of progression moving forward.
My name is Simon Waita. I'm the chairman, Kupet Nakuru County. We are here in preparation for the strike that is coming on Monday. We are here to raise awareness. We are here to invite people of like-minded and the parents, to remind the parents. I know this is the time they are preparing their children to go back to school. We tell them they should not bother. They should let the kids stay at home because the teachers will not be in school on Monday. So we are telling the parents, release your students, your children at your own risk because the teachers will not be in school. And the reason is, many issues have been raised, but the issue of stagnation, there are over 131 teachers who have stagnated in their current job groups. Teachers have taught even 20 years within the same job group. And you find that the other civil servants, they are always promoted, but the teachers are left out because of their numbers. We are telling the government, education is a very basic sector of the economy, and therefore they must promote all these 101 teachers to the next job groups, so that at least the teachers will smile. The other issue is on the medical cover. We cannot always be receiving calls from teachers, because whenever they go for admission, they are treated from the desk at Nairobi, from the insurance. Because whenever a teacher is admitted by the doctor, the insurance rejects the admission. So we are asking, who is this that is treating the teacher away from the hospital? So we cannot accept that. We are telling the TSC, this is a TSC Minet insurance. It's not a Kupet insurance. And therefore, if they want them themselves to be called by the teachers, they should open a desk, put personnel in the sub-counties and the county offices, so that at least they can be bothered by the teachers, because we are tired of being called by the teachers because they are not being treated. We are also saying this, that there are teachers who are in areas that have adverse weather conditions, like cold. Like if you go to Kuresoi South, Kuresoi North, you go to Maela, you go to Gilgil, you go to Kiambogo, in Naivasha. Those are areas that have adverse weather conditions. And we are saying these teachers deserve to be given hardship allowance. Yes. And there are other schools that are difficult to staff because of the same. So we are saying the TSC should introduce a hard to staff allowance, so that at least those teachers can get schools to teach. The other issue that has been bothering us, and we are very ready to deal with the Teacher Service Commission, is because it has always neglected and failed to listen to the views of the teachers. They have refused to open the negotiation for the CBA that is supposed to start next year. So we are telling the TSC, we need to see goodwill, and we don't want to see just media communication. We need a formal communication that you have opened a channel for negotiations of the CBA that is supposed to start next year, after you have implemented in full the CBA that is currently there. So we are telling the Teacher Service Commission to wake up, to know that teachers will not be in school, and if they fail to do so, we shall continue to be on strike, so until our grievances are heard.
I am Nancy Chelangat, the Secretary Gender Nakuru, and what I'm going just to say is that I want to call upon all the teachers of Kenya, of Nakuru County, to come out in large numbers. Yes. That is on 26th, Monday. There is no school. Yes. Because our demands have not yet been met. We are tired. The teachers of this country are tired being lied to. And I want to tell the teachers, don't fear anything. Don't fear any intimidation. Nobody, this strike is well protected. So don't go to school. We want our demands to be met. We have been told that teaching is a calling. I even saw the second lady saying that she's a teacher and that teaching is a calling. Gone are those days. We are tired. Teaching is a profession. We have been trained, and we need to be treated as other professionals. We need to be remunerated like other professions. So teachers of Kenya, stay put. Let's unite together for one common cause. Let's remain united. Let's fight together. Let's come out in large numbers. Teachers, don't go to school. Nobody is going to do anything to you. Don't fear letters being written. You are protected. And let's march in the streets until all the demands which have been said are met. It is a high time that the government listens to the teachers. We are tired of being told that these peanuts are enough for us. They are not enough. We are suffering under the medical scheme. We are suffering. The teachers have not been promoted. And this is the time that we need to rise up. It is never now or never, teachers. Kupet power!
Power!
Kupet power!
Power!
Come out, teachers, in large numbers. Let's march to the streets.
Yes,
the time is now or never.
Yes. My name is Anne Langat. I'm the Secretary Secondary of Kupet, Nakuru County. I'm speaking on behalf of Nakuru teachers, and I want to say this. There's an issue called the TPD. TPD, we are saying as teachers, we went to the universities, We were given the certificate, and that means we are qualified teachers. So we don't understand what is this TPD thing. So we are telling the government, we are not ready for that TPD. If you wanted us to do the TPD, you could have introduced in the university as one of the units. So we are telling the government, as Nakuru teachers, we are not ready for that TPD. And if you really insist, we are telling you, if you want to bring the TPD, let it be like the SMASI way. We have done SMASI, the science teachers, they know. Let it be like the SMASI way. We go to those schools, and the government is the one that sponsors. Teachers have no money. We don't have the 6,000 to pay for the TPD. So serikali, mujipange. Nakuru teachers, we are saying no TPD. TPD means teacher professional development. Na ndio tumesema kama Nakuru teachers, we are not doing that TPD. We don't have the money. And the government should not tell us there's no money in this country. Just the other day, they have increased the salary for the police officers to 40%. Where is the money coming to? Where is the money coming from? The state officers have gotten the increment. So teachers tumechoka. Punda amechoka. We want the money. Kupet power.
Power.
I want to also again echo this and say that Teachers Monday, 26th of August 2026, come out in large numbers. Tokezeni twende to March. We are saying no CBA, no school on Monday. Teaching is no longer a calling. If it is a calling, then we are saying as Nakuru teachers, we were not called. Kupet power. It is a missed call. As Nakuru teachers, you were not called. It is a missed call. Kupet power. Monday tuonane kwa streets. Asanteni.
Kupet power. Kupet power.
Kwa majina najulikana kama Joseph Chebukaka, Organizing Secretary wa Kupet Nakuru. Tuko hapa kwa niaba ya walimu wa Nakuru. Tungependa tu kusema ya kwamba mwalimu yoyote wa Nakuru ama Kenya, usitembe kwa style ambayo inajaribu kuonyesha ni kama unapanga ama una nia ya kukaribia shule. Hata usivae nguo rasmi. On Monday kila mtu tracksuit, jeans ama t-shirt. Tuko na kazi ya kupambana na hii serikali ya Kenya Kwanza. Kwa hivyo tukikupata shuleni, tutatembea na wewe mpaka tukurudishe kwako. Asante sana.
Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano.
Akelo usilale.
Lale, lale, akelo usilale. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano.
Omboko usilale.
Lale, lale, omboko usilale. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano.
Najenga usilale.
Lale, lale, najenga usilale. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano.
Kupet power. Kupet power.
Nakuru power. Nakuru power. Solidarity.
Forever.
Solidarity.
Forever.
No CBA.
No schools.